Alright, hi, good day everyone. So today we are going to do CSEC Math Section 5, which is statistics. We're going to do from 2025 to 2017. Let's start May-June 2025, Paper 1, Section 5, which is 39 to 44. Right? Hold on, I'm trying to get my pen. Miss Ray recorded that the 5 test scores of her students for reporting purposes. Selected the one that appears the most. Which of the following statistical measures did Miss Ray obtain? Most occurred, that is your mode. Mode means most popular. Range would be your highest to lowest value. Median is the one in the middle. Mean is you take the sum of values and divide it by how much ever. Right? Items. How many students scored at most 45? Now y'all use your discretion. Max is 45. You go straight up and then you go across. So this is a little bit more than 160, not quite 170, so I would say the answer is 166. Right? Next one, the median mark for 200 students. So median is halfway, so that's 200 divided by 2 is 100. So you want to know when the cumulative frequency is 100, what is your max? So this is where 100 is at. So you go straight across and go down. That is, it's not quite at 40, but it's over 35, right? So this would be 37.5 B, because it's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. That's how it goes. And this is 20, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200. So these are how you can get your most logical answer. Rather than having to find out like how many spaces it is and stuff, you can just eyeball it and see. Right? What is the mean of 4 numbers? So mean is the sum of numbers, which is 4 plus 8 plus x plus 12. And you divide it by 4 to get 10. Carry this across, you're going to get 4 plus 8 plus 12 is 4 and 8 is 20. 20 and 4 is 24. So 24 plus x is equals to 4 by 10 is 40. So x would be 40 minus 24. It has to end in 6, so it would be D. Right? How many students play cricket or football? Right? So first off, this is 25%. 36 degrees is 10%. How did I get that? It's 36 over your total circle is 360 multiplied by 100 over 1. Crosses off 1. So you'll remain with 10. So if this is 25, this is 30, this is 10. 10 and 30, 40. 40 and 2 is 40 and 2 is 65. 10, 30, 40, 50. What are you doing? 55 plus 10 is 65. So the rest would be, in percentages, would be 100 minus 65, 5. And that would be 35, I believe. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 35. So how many students play cricket or football? Cricket and football is 25 plus 35 is 3, 4, 5, 6, 60 over 100. Multiply by 720 over 1. Crosses off, crosses off, crosses off. 6 2s are 12, 7 6s are 42, 43. So it'll be 432. Right? A student is picked at random from the group. What is the probability that the student plays neither tennis nor football? Right? Tennis nor football. So tennis and football makes up 35%, right? So who does not play would be 100 minus 35, which is 5, and then you'll have 65, I believe. 679, yeah, 65. So that's 65 over 100. Divide this by 5, divide this by 5, and you will get 13 over 20. Right? So D is the answer. So does not play tennis and football, and yeah, football would be, tennis and football is 35. You subtract it from the whole percentage, which is 100. That's 65%, which is 13 over 20. That is the end of May, June 2025. Let's look at January 2025. The mode for the number of words, so the most popular word spelled correctly is, we have 18 persons spelling 7 words correctly. So 7 is your answer. The median number of words spelled, sorry.
Miss?
Yes. Go ahead. Right, so the median number of words spelled, so median, or the location of your median, would be, it is 60 students, so it's 60, your median, or Q2, is n plus 1 over 2, which is 61, well, 60 plus 1 over 2, 2 could go into 6, 3 times, 2 could go into 1, 0 times 0.5. So your 30th 0.5 person would be between your 30th and your 31st. So you need to find out where your 30th person is and your 31st person is. So 3 and 18 is 18, 19, 20, 21, that's 21. 21 plus 7, 21 plus 7 is 28.
30.
21 and 7 is 30? No, 21
Sorry.
is 28. So your 30th person and your 31st person is going to be 9. So it would be 9, right? 9 here, 9 here. You add this, divide by 2, you'll get 9. Your 30th and your 31st person is in 9th, right? We did this one just now. If 100 okay. If 180 students play football, how many students are in the group? So they're telling you that 25% is 180, because football is 25%. Because of this little square, we know it's a quarter, and a quarter as percentages, 25%. So if 25% is 180, then 1% would be 180 over 25, and 100% would be 180 over 25 multiplied by 100 over 1. 0, 8 4s at 32, 1 4 is 4, 5, 6, 7, so 720, so C is the answer, right? Item 42 refers to the following chart, which shows the amount of fish bought in kilograms by the number of 60 customers at a market. How many customers bought at least 6 kilograms? Number of kilograms at least, so the least amount is 6, right? So this would be, from here, go back. Oh, no, sorry, at least. That's from here, go back. My bad. Not, let me erase that. Yeah. It would be persons who bought 6 and more. Right, so 6 is equal, that's between 10 and 11, so this is 10 and 12, so this most likely is 11. This one is between 4 and 6, so this is 5. This is 4. This is between 6 and 8, so this is 7, and this is between 2 and 4, this is 3. 7 and 3 is 10. Hi. 7 and 3 is 10. 5 and 4 is 9. 9 and 11 is 20. So 20 and 10 is 30. In fact, 30. Right? This one, the semi-interquartile range of the set of measurements is. So semi-interquartile range is Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. So you need to find where your third quartile is, you need to find where your first quartile is, and then you're going to divide by 2. Right? Now your third quartile is 3/4 multiplied by 20, which would be, this is the location of it, not what your third quartile is. So 3/4 of 20, 4 into 4, 1, 4 into 25. So you're looking at 15. You're going down. So this is 2.246. This is 2.8. This is 2.6. So this would be, the height is 2.6 for your third quartile. Your first quartile is a quarter of 20, which is 5. So you go down and you go right down here. That's 2.4. I mean 1.4. Difference between that is 2.2, which is 1.1. Right? I'm tired. You're getting 1.2. Right? 1.2 divided by 2 is 0.6. The only one that's close is 0.6. Again, guys, you're eyeballing it, so it will be 0.65 would be the answer. Alright, and that's how you would do this question. Number 44. 600 students sit an examination. The probability of randomly selecting students to fail the examination is 1/5. How many students are expected to pass? So, pass would be 4/5, right? If 1/5 is expected to fail, then 4/5 would be expected to pass. Times 600, 120, that's 480. C is the answer. Alright, that's the end of January 2025. Let's look at May, June 2024. The number of children who has a mass at least, for the least amount is 41. So that would be all these people here. That would be 12 plus 38 plus 20. This is 50. 8 and 2 is 10. 10, 20, and then a 3 is 50. 50 plus 2, 70, so it will be 70. The lower limit of the modal class. So the most popular was 38. Yeah? And that would be 50 plus 51 divided by 2 would be 101 divided by 2, which is 50.5. So C is your answer for this one. Right, Mrs. Clark arranged the 15 test scores of her students and selected the 8th score for reporting purposes. That is not your mean. They didn't give you enough information. That is not your mode. That is not a range. It will be a median because 15 divided by 2 is like 7.5. So your 8th score would be in that 7.5, right? The pie chart below drawn to scale shows how many students use 12 hours in studying English, Maths, French, and Geography. The amount of time spent approximately studying math, if you look at that as almost a quarter, right? So a quarter of 12 is 3, so that would be 3 hours. This one here, we did this question already. Do I have to do it over? You said 4 plus 8 plus 12 plus x is equals to 40, right? And then that's 24, 40 minus 24 is 16. A probability is selected at random. What is the probability that's selected? Respondents is ethnicity P and has a positive attitude towards mathematics. So ethnicity P and positive attitude, and students studied around them. We know probability is your desired over your total. They said students selected at random. Right, it's out of 100 and your desired is 25. So that the probability would be 0.25. Right, that's the end of May, June 2024. Let's look at January 2024. The lower limit of the median class. So first off, we need to find out where the median class is located. Right, so it would be, what is the frequency? Item 38 and 40 refers to the following frequency distribution shown in the average mass of kilogram of a group of children. So we need to know your total number of students is 29 plus 47 plus 24 plus 39 plus 11. 9 and 1, 10, 10 and 7, 7, 10 and 9, 19, 19 and 4 is 23, 23 and 7 is 30, 2, 4, 6, 8, hold on. 4 and 4 is 8. 8 and 4 is 12. 12 and 3 is 150. So the persons is 150. You want to know where your median class is 150 plus 1 divided by 2 is 151 divided by 2. So 2 into 15 is 7, remainder 1. That is your 75th, 5.5 person. That's your 75th person and your 76th person. That's what you're looking at. Right? So let's find out where your 75th and 76th person is. 29 plus 47. 9 and 7 is 16. 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 76. Right. So my 75th is going to be here. They want to know the lower class limit. That's 31. So 31 is the answer for this one, right? How many children has a mass of at most 50? So the most they could be is 50. So that is 76. And then you add that 24, 10, 7, 8, 9, 7. That's 100. So 100 of them have the mass for the most amount is 50 kilograms. So it'll be this one, and this one, right? Item 41 refers to the following table, which shows the frequency distribution of a score obtained by students on a test. The modal score, most popular score here, is 12 students have getting 8, so 8 is your modal, right? The lower quartile marked by, so the the lower quartile is a quarter. Why is this flipped like that? A quarter multiplied by a total of 200 is 50. So where's 50, boy? 50 is, this is 0 to 40. So I need to find out where 50 is. 50 is around here, and you go down. So it's about, I don't want to guess now. Let's find out exactly where 50 is. So you're going 40, 80, 20, 160. So you're going in 40s, right? So we know 20 spaces is equals to 40, or vice versa. 40 is equals to 20 spaces. 1 would be 20 over 40, which is equals to a half. So 50 would be 25. So this would be 5, 10, 15. What nonsense is 40 is equals to, so it's 25. 40 is 20 spaces. So that is a half. It's 5, 10. Do something incorrect. If 40 is 20 spaces, no, it's 10 spaces. Good Lord. That's a quarter. So a quarter of 50 is 10. Hold on, not 10. 50 divided by 4. 4 into 5 is 1, remainder 1. 4 into 10 is 2. 4 2s are 8. 9, 10. So it is your 12.5. So that's 5, 10, 11, 12.5. So let me just zoom in really quick, y'all. Right, and I'll make this, no. So we know this is 5, 10. 12 is here, so it's around here. And you're going down, and when you go down, it's 30. So the answer should be 30. Right? So A would be your answer for this question here. Right? 1 second, let's go back. Yeah. Item 43 refers to the following bar chart, which shows the ages of children who took part in a survey. The children selected at random, what is the probability that the children is more than 4 years old? The child is more than 4 years old. So this would be the rest of them. This is 4, this is 2, this is 5, and this is 1. 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 12 out of 15. 12 out of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 12 plus 3 is 15. Will be 12 out of 15. What could go into 12 and what go into 15? 3. That would be 4 out of 5. Is D. Right? We did this question. Well, we found out how much was passed, right? So if they want to know fail, we know that 1/5 failed. So 1/5 of 600 is 120. So C is the answer. Right? May, June 2023. Paper. May, June. That was the end of January 2024. Let's look at May, June 2023. Is the 8 score, so that is your median. Right? This one here, how many students scored? At most 45. If you don't know, it would be here. Go down. That is a little bit 45. Yeah, this is 20. Hold on. This is 0, 40, 80. So it is 20, 40, 60. So 45 is somewhere around here. So a little. Oh, sorry. 45 is here. You go up and you go across. That's 166. Median max, that's by 100. You go this and you go down. It's not quite 40, but it's over 35. So that would be 37. Right? In a box there are 8 red, 7 blue, and 6 green marbles. 1 marble is picked up randomly. What is the probability that is neither blue nor green? Because neither blue nor green is red, right? It's 8 out of your, remember it's your desired out of your total. What is the total? 8 and 7, 15. 15 and 6 is 21. So A is the answer. Item 43 refers to the following pie chart, which I'm sure we probably did, of 720 students. How many students play cricket? Cricket, if I believe this was 25 and this was 35, this was 10%. So let's check. That's 60 and 40. Yes, so this is 35. So we want to know how many students play cricket. That's 35 over 100 multiplied by 720 over 1. Cross that out, cross that out. That's 7. That's 2. 2 into 2, 1. 2 into 7. 3 2s are 6. Remainder 1. That is 36 by 7. 7 6 is a 42. The only one that ends in 2 is this one, so the answer is C. Right? Item 44 refers to the following two-way tables, which shows the ways in which 200 students in a group are transported to a school on a particular day. A student is picked at random from the group. What is the probability that the student is male? Right? Who travel to school on taxi day. So male taxi is 50. Your desired over, they're picking it from random. The whole, so it's over 200. Right, cross that out. 5 into 5, 1. 5 into 24. So it's a quarter is the answer. Right, that's the end of May, June 2023. Let's look at January 2023. The mode number of students who bought the book. So if we look at, we have 5. The most popular is 13 students, so that's 5. The median number of books, this is 58, so it's 58 plus 1 divided by 2, that's 59 divided by 2. 2 into 5, 2, remainder 1. 2 into 19 is 9 2s are 18, remainder 2. Right. We will just say the 29th, right? Yeah, so it will be between the 30th, your 29th, and your 30th person, right? Who's it? 9 and 9 is 18. 18 and 13 is 8, 9, 10, 11. Hold on. 9 plus 9 plus 13. That's 18 plus 13, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3. So your 29th and your 30th person is here, so it's 5. Right, this one, if 180 students play football, how many students are at the game? We know football was 25%, and we did this question, it was 720. Right? How many customers bought at least 6 kilograms of fish? We did this question already, which was 6 and up here, and I believe the answer was 30, because this was 12, and this was 5, and this was 4, and this was 7, and this was 3. 7 and 3 is 10. 5 and 4, 9. 5 and 4, this was 30. No, this was 11. 5 and 4, 9. 9 and 11 is 20. So 20 and 10 is 30. Alright, this question, we did this question just a moment ago. I'm just going to go back because I know it wasn't a huge amount of working, but right, this was 0.65. If you all recall, hold on, I don't even have that. Oh, interquartile. The last one was semi-quartile. So interquartile is Q3 minus Q1, right? Right, so Q3 is the position is 3/4 multiplied by a total, which would be 15. So you go at 15 here, and you go right down here. That would be, each one from here is 2, right? So if 5 spaces is equal to 2, then 1 space will be 2/5, and then we have 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 spaces will be 2 over 5 multiplied by 13 over 1. That is 13 by 2 is 26, divided by 5, that is 5 and 0.2. So your third quartile is 5.2. And your first quartile is 1/4 by 20, which is 5. Hold on, my bad. This is 4 into 4, 1. 4 into 20 is 5. That is 15. Oh, 5. That's going across like this, and then we're going down like this. So that's 5, 6. So 6 spaces would be 2 over 5 times 6. 6 2s are 12, divided by 5. 5 will go into 12 2 times. Remainder 4, 2.4. So the difference between 5.2 and 2.4. Now you all remember, this is just eyeballing. It's not exact, you know. So this is 4. This is 2.4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2.8. So the closest one to 2.8 is 2.6. So the answer here would be 2.6. Right? Let's go. So then we know for this one, item 44 refers to the following table, which shows the results of 100 persons with 2 major ethnicities, P and R, respondents with their attitude towards mathematics. The respondent from ethnic group P, so your total is from group P, okay, is selected at random. What is the probability that he has a negative attitude towards mathematics? So it will be desired negative attitude in your tech. They did not say total, they're choosing from ethnic group P, so it's 24 over 60. We divide this by 4. You could divide this by 6 actually. 6 4s are 24, so there'll be 4 here over 10, and then divide by 2, which is 2 over 5. D is the answer. That's the end of January 2023. Let's look at May, June 2023. The number of children who has a mass of less than or equal to 40. Right? Less than or equal to 40 would be 28, and 4, 5, 6 is 68. The upper class boundary of your median, you need to find where your median is. Do we know the total here? No, we do not. I believe it's 150, but we're going to add it up. 8 and 8, 16. 16 and 4, 16 and 4 is 20. 20 and 2 is 22. 2, 4, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 13. 132. 132 plus 1 divided by 2 is 133 divided by 2. 2 into 13 is 6, remainder 1, that's 66, remainder 1, so that's 6.5. So your 66.5 places between your 68th and your 67th person. We need to know where is 66 and 67th person. 4, 5, 6, so this is 68. So your median is going to be between, 66 and 67 is going to be here. They want the upper class, the upper boundary of the median. So that would be 40.5. Your lower class boundary would be you subtract 0.5 from this. Your upper class would be you add 0.5 to the upper values. Right? The 8 score, that is your median. This one here, math, is a quarter of 12 is 3. This one here is a repeated question. We got 16. A respondent is selected at random. What is the probability that he has a positive attitude towards mathematics? Positive is 37 out of the 100, which is 0.37, which is B. That's the end of May, June 2022. Let's look at January 2022. Upper class limit is modal class limit. Upper modal class, most popular is 40. Upper would be 60. Right? Not the lower, the upper is 60. How many children has a mass greater than 40? Greater than 40, that would be 24, 40, and 80. So 24 plus 40 is 64, and 64 plus 18 is 12, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 82. Right? The modal class here would be 8, because 12 students choose 8. The median of 200 is here. You go down, I think it's 37.5. Yeah. This one, how many children took part in the survey? This is 3, this is 4, this is 2, this is 5, and this is 1. 6 and 2 is 8. 8 and 4 is 12. 12 and 3 is 15. So the answer is B. Right? They said 1/5 failed. They want to know how much the rest passed. So that is 4/5 of 600, which we did. This is 480. Right, that's the end of January 2022. Let's look at May, June 2021. The 8 score and its 15 test, that is your median. This one here, 200 students. The median of 200 is this here, and that was 37.5, I believe. Yeah. Highest score in the test, the highest score in the test, well, the highest score would have been 60, right? Right, in a box selected at random, probability that's neither blue nor green, that's red, that's 8 out of 21, I believe, so that's A. This one, how many students play cricket? This was, how many, what percent was this boy? This was 25, this was 10, and this was 35, right? Students that play cricket was 35 over, I believe it's 252, but let's do it. 35 over 100 multiplied by 720 over 1. 7, 2, 1, that's 36, 7, 6 is a 42, yeah, so it's 252, right? A male student is picked at random, so we're looking at male, right? What is the probability that he does not walk to school? Does not walk, so that means he travels, so that's 5, 6, 7, so that's 80 over a total of 8. What going to 80 and 8 boy? Let's try why my mind just now went blank? Let's try 2. I don't know what went on there. 40, and then 2 could go into 10, 5, and 2 could go into 8, 4. So that's 40 over 54. Could I just try it? No, not 4. Let's try 2 again. 2 could go into 40, 20, and 2 could go into 54, 17. Alright, so it'll be 20 over 27. Sorry, 27, not 17. That's the end of May, June 2021. Let's look at January 2021, the mode number. So we have 5 because 13 students chose 5. This one here, this is 35. Oh, wait. 30 and 10 is 40. 40 and this was 60. Yeah, this is 35. How many students play cricket? This was 252. Right? How many students bought at least 6 kilograms? Is a repeated question. I believe it's 30. But let's check and see. For the least amount is 30. So that's this one, which is 11. This one, which is 5. That's 15. This one, which was 4. That's 19. This one, which was 7. And then 3. Right? So 3 and 7 and 3 is 10. 5 and 4 is 9. 9 and 11 is 20. 20 and 10 is 30. The median is 60 customers. The median would be 60 divided by 2 would be 30. So you want your 30th customer. I think is plus 1, right? So that's 30.5, which will be a 30th customer and your 31st customer. Right? So first off, this is 11. This here is 10. And this here is 9. This is 20 and 30. So it will be between 5 and 6 because the 30th customer is right here. Right? So it'll be between 5 and 6. So it'll be 5 plus 6 divided by 2, which is 11 divided by 2, which is 5.5. So A is your answer. Yeah, 5.5. The interquartile range is set. The interquartile range is Q3 minus Q1. Right? And Q3 is 3/4 of 20, which is 15. And then Q1 is 1/4 of 20, which is 5. 15 is here. It goes down like this. And 5 is here, and you go down like this. Alright, so first off, we know 5 spaces is equals to 2. So how many? One space would be 2 over 5. Right? So we have 5, 10, 15, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So we want 19 spaces would be 2 over 5 multiplied by 19 over 1. 9 2s are 18. 1, 2 is 2, 3, that's 38 over 5. 5 could go into 38 7 times 7.35. 7 3/5, right, which is 7.6. So you're going to say 7.6. Put 0 here, 3, and then you get 30. 7.6 for Q3. And then for Q1 is 5, 6, 7. 7 spaces. I'm not 100% sure because it's a little bit blurry. That's 2/5 multiplied by 7 over 1. 7 2s are 14 divided by 5. That's 2.8. So it's 7.6 minus 2.8. That is 6. That is 4.8. So closest answer is B, right? 50. Again, y'all take a grain of salt with us because we are approximating, right? We're not finding the exact value. Number 44, the student of ethnic group P selected at random ethnic group P, and they have a negative attitude towards mathematics, so it'll be 24 over 60. Divide this by 60. We just now did this question. This was 4. Actually, we could divide by 12. That is 2 over 5. So 2/5 is the answer, D. Alright, and that's the end of January 2021. Let's look at January 2020. Median, this, 6 and 7. 6 plus 7 divided by 2. 6 and 7 is 13 divided by 2. 2 goes into 13, 6.5 times. The lower boundary of 3 to 5 would be 2 plus 3 divided by 2. No. It would be 2.5. Right? You always take, when you want your lower class, your class boundaries, you take your lower limit and you minus 0.5. And if you want your higher class boundary, you take your higher limits and add 0.5 to it. Right? Model class, most popular, would be 8. This one here, the median of this score, that would be 100. You're going down here, that's 37.5. This one here, how many students? This is 15. We did this already. This was 3, this was 4, this was 2, this was 5, and this was 1. When you add it all up, you're going to get 15. Right? How many students expect to pass? We did this one. This is 480 expected to pass, 120 expected to fail. Right? That's the end of January 2020. Let's look at May, June. What is the modal age? Most popular age? 7. That's this here is a 37.5. Yes. Interquartile range. This is so much work. The interquartile range. So the interquartile range is Q3 minus Q1, and Q3 is 3/4 of your total, 200. 4 does 50 times. Right? 5 3s are 15. So 150. And then 1/4 of 200 is 50. So you need to find out where 50 is located. 150 is located where 50th is located. And then drop down any marks and you'll find the, when you subtract those two, you'll find interquartile range. So we know 10 spaces is equal to 40, or 40 is equals to 10 spaces. So 1 is equal to a quarter. So 150 would be a quarter times 150 over 1. 4 into 15 is 3. 4 3s are 12, 12, 13, 14, 15, that's 30. 4 into 30 is 7. 4s are 28. So it's then 20, that's 37.5. So that, yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I need to zoom up because I kind of, right, so it's 37.5. This is 10, 20, 30, 35, 36, 37. So it is right there. Hold on. 35, 36, 37.5 is right here. Right, and then you're going down. Hold on. You're going down right here, which is 40. We know between this is 10 spaces, so each little one is 10. 1. That's 1, 2, 3. That's 43. Right, and then we want where 50 mark is. So if a quarter multiplied by 50 over 1, that is 1 remainder 10, that is 2, so like 12. So 12.5 is somewhere around here. Again, guys, you don't want to be spending too much, so that's 30. So the difference between 43 and 30 is about 13. Alright, the closest one to 13 is 12.5. So that is going to be your answer for this question right here. Let's make this. Yeah. This is just so much work for multiple choice. If 38% of the students pass the test, what was the pass mark? If 38, so we have 38% of the students pass, right? So that's 38 over 100 multiplied by 200 over 1. That is 38, 8 to 16, 3 to 6, 7, 76, 70%, 76, right? But we want to know what was the pass mark, not how many students did it. What was the pass mark? So how many? 76. So that's a quarter multiplied by 76. 1 4 is 4, 5 so 36. That's 18. Right? No, that's 19. 19. Right? So 5, 10, 15, 20. So 19 is here. Pass mark was, hold on, 5, 10, 15, so what you would have done is you would have said 200 minus 76 is equals to 124. Right, so 124 students would have been a quarter multiplied by 124 is 31. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31 would have gone right across here and going down. So the answer would have been 40. Right? And that is how you would have gotten how many students passed the test. Yeah. Right? So through reasoning, right? If you look at 20%, that's way too low. Right? 76, sorry, what was a pass mark? 20 is way too low, that could never be. Right? And then if you look at C and D, it's way too high. Right? So even through process of reasoning, 76 and 24, there's no 76 here. The marks, there's no 76, there's no 124. So this would have immediately been eliminated. Right? This would have been eliminated because the values are too high, and A would have been too low. Right? So the only logical answer would have been 40. Right? So let's go on. The following table shows the frequency of scores obtained by, what is the range of scores? The range would be your highest score minus your smallest score. 10 minus 2 is 8, so 8 is your answer for this one. Right, let's do this one. Male students is picked at random, so male is over 108. Not walked was 80 over 108, which we did already, which is C, right? You divide this by 2, 4. You would have gotten 4 going to 80 20 times, and 4 going to 108 27 times. And that's how you would have gotten that. That's the end of May, June 2019. Let's look at January 2019. Model score, which one are you seeing the most often? 3. This one here, this is 35%. How many students played cricket? This was 252, but you could say 35% of 720 and you would have gotten that answer. How many students bought 4 books exactly? 4 books is between 10 and 9, so it would 10 and 8, so it would be 9 students. Median number of books bought in the school is, so the median is in middle. So that would be 59 divided by 2 is 2 could go into 5 2 times, remainder 1. 2 could go into 19, 8, 9 2s are 18. So it's a 29 point first score, so that's between your 30th and your 29. So you need to find out where this is. Right, this is 8, this is 9, this is 13, this here is 11, this here is 10, and this here is 7. Right, so 8 and 4 is 12, 12 and 13, 12 plus 13 is 25, 25 plus 11 is 36, so we know your 29th and your 30th score is at 5, so the answer is 5, right? And then this one, item 43 to 44. These semi-interquartile questions, this be so much. Semi-interquartile is 3/4 by 20 over 1, and then a quarter by 20 over 1. This would be 15, this would be 5. Right? So at 15, when we go across and you go down, right? And then the quarter, there's 5, we go across and go down. If you look at this, you could just look at the difference here. There is from 2 to 3, there's 1. So it's definitely not 3, and it's definitely not this one. So it's between these two. Yeah? Okay. Hold on, let me just zoom in. Erase and zoom in. Right, so we'll do it with red. At 15 we go across, and then we go down, and then 5 we go across, and then we go down. Right? So when you do this question, you will get this one, you will get about 3.7, and this one you're going to get 1.2. The difference between 3.7 and 1.2 is oh no, it's 2.5. It's always good to check, right? 2.5 would have been the answer for this question right here. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Right. Let's look at the next question. Wait, hold on. Is there another question below? Right. If fish is selected at random, what is the probability that is at least 1.8 meters long? 1.8 meters long. So your length in meters, 1.8. This is 1.5, so 1.8 is about here. You go across, you'll get the answer is B, right? If you look at this thing, if you look at this is about out of 20, yeah, this is about 8, right? Yeah, this is 8, so it would have been 8 out of 20, and that's the answer. And that's the end of January 2019. Let's look at May, June 2019. What is the modal class? Let's go back to black. Modal class is 7. How many children took part in the survey? 3 plus 4 plus 2 plus 5 plus 1. That is, well, I believe it's 15, right? And yet 5 is too low, 75 is way too large, so the answer is 15. Median, take this, take this, take this, take this, take this, this. 6 and 7 is 13. 13 divided by 2 is 6.5. So that's the answer. What is the probability that at least 2 heads. When 3 coins are tossed simultaneously, the possibility is head, 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 tail, head, tail, head, tail, head, tail, tail, head, no, tail, head, head, tail, head, tail, 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 head, and head, tail, tail, tail. The least amount they can do is 2. So will not be this one, will not be this one, will not be this one, will not be this one. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 out of 8. So the answer would be a half. Right? Everybody good with that one? Y'all, are we good? How many students pass? That would be 480. Remember, fail is 120, pass is 480. The interquartile range. So we know Q3 is 15 and Q1 is 5. At 15, when you go down like this and you go like that, that is about 3.7. 3.7, and then when you go Q1, which is 5, and you go down and then come like that, that's 1.2. So the difference between 3.7 minus 1.2 is 2.5. We did this question already. Is this one, and that's the end of May, June 2018. Let's look at January 2018. Median, we did this one at 6.5. Modal is 8. What is the range? Is the lowest, which is 150, right? And the highest, which is it 170? 20, right, would be your answer for this one here. Let's look at this question. How many children took part in the survey? We got 15 from before. How many students passed? It would be 480 pass, 120 failed. Right, this one here, if 12 students prefer lemonade, then the total number of students is, so this would have been 60 degrees. How did I get this? This whole line is a straight line. 180 minus 120 is 60. So if 60 over 360, which is 1/6, prefer, which is 12. If 1/6 is 12, then 6 over 6 is 12 multiplied by 6, which is 72. So 72 is your total number of students. That's the end of January 2018. Let's look at May, June 2017. Modal is 7. How many children took part in the survey? 15. Range of scores, lowest to highest, is 10 minus 2, which is 8. This one here, we did this question. The missing digit is 6. Actually, it could be different because this is 2x. 4 plus 8 plus 12 plus 10 plus 2x, sorry, is equals to 10 divided by 4. So we know this is 24. 24 plus 2x is equals to 40. So 2x is equals to 40 minus 24, which is 16. So x is 16 divided by 2, which is 8. Right? So please, y'all, pay attention to the question. Although it may look somewhat similar, you need to see exactly what they're asking you for, right? If 120 students writing an exam, 100 are expected to pass. The estimated probability is random. Select the students that will fail. That would be, if 100 is expected to pass, 20 students are expected to fail. So 20 over 120, 1/6 would be the answer. Everybody good so far? Everybody good?
Miss, what the answer you get for 42 and 43?
42 was C, the range, which is 10 minus 2. The range is your highest value minus your smallest value. And 42 is 15, because when you add this up, 3 and 4 and 2 and 5 and 1, you will get 15. Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright. So I think I'm almost done. Are we? Yeah, we're almost done, man. Right, 1/6. That's the end of May, June 2017. Let's look at January 2017. This is 35% of 720. We did this question. A good bit is 252. Median here, they never gave these values. So last, first last, second to last, third to last, fourth to last. 5 plus 9 is 14. 14 divided by 2 is 7. So the answer is B. This one here. Right. This one is going to be 16. Right? Because it's not 2x, it is x. Right? So 4 plus 8 plus 12 plus x is divided by 4 is 10. So 4 plus 8 plus 12 plus x is 40. So that's 24 plus x is equals to 40. So x is 40 minus 24, which is 16. 23. What is the probability of randomly obtaining at least 2 head hits? Right, we did this one and we got a half, right? So not this one because there are 3 hits, not this one because there's 2. We said the least amount is 2, right? Not this one, so it would, and not this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it'll be 4 out of 8, which is a half. C. 44, the modal class, which is the most popular. 2 would be the most popular because 12 persons had 2 scores. Each letter of the word chance is written on a slip of paper similar to in size and shape. The slips of paper are placed in the bag and thoroughly shaken. What is the probability of choosing C? How many times do you see C? There's 2. Your desired is 2 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 out of 6, which is a third of chance. Right? And that is the end of 2025 to 2017 in statistics. Paper 1.